Good morning everyone, and wishing you all a very happy Christmas from yesterday. My name is Rupert Garden, Commercial Director, and we are here at the BOTB headquarters in South West London to judge last week's competition, which ran from December the 19th up until Christmas Day. Before we do that, I'd like to also say congratulations once again to David Martin Darby, who won the third of our hat-trick of Aston Martins, so hoping there might be something different. It's getting a bit monotonous. But we surprised him. You'll see us surprising him, Christian surprising him on our Facebook and YouTube channels, etc. So let's see what we've got under the tree for the final present of the year, and I'll hand over to Chanel Shah from Onside Law to oversee proceedings.
Good morning, I'm Chanel Shah, I'm a solicitor at Onside Law, and I'll be overseeing the judging today. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been passed to the auditors Wilkins Kennedy. I'd now like to introduce today's judges and ask them to pick a car out of the bag to determine their seating position. Firstly, we have Mr. Peter Giorgio. Morning.
Hi, my name is Peter Giorgio. I'm an AFA futsal and football referee, mentor, tutor and assessor. Great.
Next, Mr. Matt Cannon.
Morning, sir. Hi, my name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee. I referee for the AFA in competitions in and around the London area. Red.
And thirdly, Mr. Hugo Roy.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi, my name's Hugo Roy. I'm a level 4 referee, observer and also tutor.
Thank you.
Blue car.
Fourthly, Mr. Ari Mendonca.
Morning, Sean.
Morning.
Morning. My name is Ari Mendonca. I'm an ex-football player, now referee since 2002. Orange.
And lastly, Mr. Leo Donnellan. Morning.
Hello, my name's Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having played with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient. Yellow.
Thank you. Okay, judges, please mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I will ask you to do this individually for a few minutes before justifying your ball position. I'll then ask you all to come to a panel decision on the central screen. Okay, thank you. Okay, Matt, please could you explain to us why you've chosen to put your cross where you have?
There's 4 players in shot, 2 are sort of blurred in the background. Of the 2 in the foreground, there's a player in blue, I believe, is going to play the ball somehow, and there's a defender behind him who looks to me like he's not really challenging for the ball. He's got his hand on the back of the blue player's back, and he's just sort of keeping in the vicinity. The blue player, I think, is either going to nod the ball on, or he may even be backing off a bit and chest the ball down. He looks like he's in control. His forehead is furrowed and he's looking pretty intently up, and I put the ball above his head and slightly to the left.
Leo, please could you explain how you've come to your position?
Yeah, like Matt, I believe the player in blue is going to win the challenge or collect the ball. The player in red is just looking across, and the player in blue has got his left hand out, so he's just going to hold him off. The player in red, like Matt, I don't believe he's going to challenge for the ball. He's just waiting to see what the player in blue does. I think just looking at his brow and his concentration with his eyes, I think the ball is just above his head. And like Matt, again, I feel it's just to the left because it's coming in towards him, and that's where I've placed my cross.
Peter, please explain to us how you've come to your position.
Yeah, we've got 2 active players at the front of the photograph. We've got the guy in the playing in the blue and one in the red. I agree with my colleagues that the blue player is looking at the ball, waiting for it to come towards him. And what I've done, I've used his gaze and the shape of his head to gain certain height away from his body, and also what I have done, I used cross-reference with the guy in red for the centre of the ball. I think it's coming in quite quickly, and then like my two colleagues, the guy in blue is holding off the red. I actually think the red player is actually going to push him as soon as he gets the ball. So maybe he's semi-challenging for the ball. So that's where I've placed the centre of the ball.
Thank you. And Ari, please talk us through your chosen ball position.
Yes, we have the two players looking at the ball. I believe as well that the player in blue is the one who's going to win the challenge. He's on the front foot. He's holding firmly his position. The player in red, I believe, is just waiting to see what's going to happen afterwards. To get my position, I just cross-reference with both eye lines, and that's where I place my dot.
And finally, Hugh, please explain to us how you've come to your position.
Yeah, so I've looked at both sets of players' eyes. I agree that the blue player is more likely to win the ball. I think that the ball's at a reasonable height because it looks as if he's leaning back slightly. His eyes are looking up, so it's definitely above him. I agree that it's over to the left because he's looking in that direction. I've looked at the red player's eyes, and that's where I've placed the ball position.
Judges, please now come to a panel decision on the central screen.
At least Leo and Ari are in agreement on where it's going to be.
Well, yeah,
That's
and
amazing.
the orange together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want to find a middle point for the starter?
It's almost
It's almost like it's exactly where
Just where that
in the
orange,
middle, isn't it?
yeah, where that
Of-
red is on the white screen, left a bit,
So I'm looking at
Left a bit.
left a bit.
vertical. Right there.
Keep going left
Yeah,
a bit.
keep
Keep
more.
going where that red
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it, spot on.
That's the one. A bit more, probably.
Yeah, further left,
Further
It
left.
is on there.
on the red bit.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It
Yeah.
needs to be a little
Yeah.
bit lower, but we can
Lower.
work on that, can't
Yeah,
we?
we can work on that one. Definitely.
Yeah. It's all got the general direction, right? It's just
That's right. So you got.
See, I thought it was a little bit higher because I don't think he's moved to play it yet.
Mm.
That's why I put it a little bit higher.
Yeah. What about this guy's eyes?
Yeah,
Have a look
yeah,
at that
that's-
and have a look, see where that comes across.
Yeah, he's, but then again, he's not looking very high as well, isn't it? The player in red. He could give the height over there.
Yeah, his head's back a little,
The
but
back,
I know what
yeah.
you mean.
See, when there's a bit of distance between
Yeah, exactly.
his eye lines, you sort of you can't.
It's harder to tell.
Yeah,
isn't
you
it?
can't be
Yeah,
too
yeah.
exact.
Yeah.
What about you? You're furthest to the left, Pete, so what do you think?
The reason why I did that was I think it's actually it's looping into him, so it's in front of him. So I was looking at his eye line
Yeah.
there, so that's why I put it there because it's coming into him there.
So I think he's
But the
looking
further-
more up than that. I don't think it's that far.
I think it's in front of him. You see, there.
Yeah, I think the ball's.
Rather than it being up there.
I think the ball's coming into him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming from his left.
Mm.
Holding
It's just the
something.
height.
And I've actually
The
got
compromise between is a bit further over, but you know, you've got four of us who are up in a line, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
I don't mind coming a little bit further over to the left, but not a huge amount, as I'm
Mhm.
furthest to the right, obviously.
If anything, for it to come down on that line, you know, we'll take into account maybe that going off to the left hand side.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? No, yes.
I think it needs to come left a bit still. I still think we're too far over to the right. So I agree with you on that. Because mine was higher and to the left.
Mm.
So I think you can go left a bit.
But on the same line? Left
Yeah.
a bit, yeah. Okay, I'm happy with
Yeah.
coming over a little bit
You
to
can
the left.
definitely go left, I think.
What a smidgen. Like that there.
Mm-hmm.
And what about height, Pete? Me and you are the lowest, so we happy to compromise at that point?
Yeah, in terms of compromise, I think it's
not a million miles away.
No,
is it?
no.
I'm happy to come down. Mine was the highest.
Tad lower or
I think that's the middle between us.
Yeah, I think so as
Yeah,
well.
I'm happy to compromise there.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
go with
in the
that.
position as
Okay.
well.
Okay, thank you, judges. The chosen pixel is 695249. These coordinates will now be passed to auditors Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will inform BOTB. This concludes the judging process. Thank you.